What up, people? It's your boy, Ketchup, aka Astro, if you know me from my other channel. This is this week's episode of ShounenKetchup, your shonen news show coming to you every single Wednesday, bringing you the best and most exciting in shonen. There's a lot to get into, so I just want to say quickly before we start, thank you to all the people that left nice comments and subscribed. We're going to grow this channel, we're going to post a lot more videos, so if you want to join this journey with me and watch this channel grow. First, how can I start with anything else than the absolute masterpiece that was Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 5. After the long break, a lot of people were anticipating Declaration of War, which was a funny title to trend on Twitter, as it did trend on Twitter, and it actually scared a few people for very obvious reasons due to real-world events that we won't talk about, but that trended on Twitter as we expected. I mentioned that in my last episode, that Attack on Titan, that episode was going to be crazy, and it was. It was well received overall, but unfortunately some fans were taking it a little bit too far and actually, critiquing, or going further than critiquing, harassing the director in terms of the OSTs that he chose. I could kind of see why some people didn't like the OST. I feel like the OST that we got in the trailer would have been better, but again, that is no reason to harass this poor man who is providing us with such an amazing anime on a weekly basis. So, not a great thing there, but overall the episode was received very well. The director probably knows that it's only a small portion of fans that are willing to go to that degree anyways, because he did thank us with a special promotional photo of Eren from episode 5. Next, we got One Piece episode 957. Speaking of episodes last week that just set the net on fire, One Piece 957 coming through with that movie quality animation. Ladies and gentlemen, I know One Piece gets a lot of slack for the animation, especially in the early episodes, but let me tell you, it is like Toei is emptying out the bank account every single episode to ensure that we are getting the best experience. Even episodes where things aren't necessarily happening, we are getting movie quality animation. But none so far has been as good as the One Piece episode 957, directed by Megumi Ishitani. That is a name that I think everybody should pay attention to, because her direction on that episode was absolutely brilliant. Even if you're not a One Piece fan, please check out One Piece episode 957, as a lot of people are just absolutely just floored by the amount of quality and time that was probably taken to give us that episode. Speaking of One Piece, again, like most things, it's not all great news. Last week we kind of had a purge in a sense of, some One Piece content on Twitter and YouTube. Unfortunately, it seems that Shueisha put into action their yearly bot, because this type of thing happens for a while. I've been making videos on Shueisha or Jump content for a little while, and I've noticed that, these type of things happen from time to time. And unfortunately, a lot of people got DMCA'd and things got taken down. Even some people that officially work for Shueisha producing Dragon Ball content. So definitely they went guns blazing at a few of us over the past weekend. But it seems that things are fixing themselves and they're correcting the mistakes and trying to make right on some of the mistakes that they made on the weekend. So, if you're posting things online, Twitter, YouTube, anywhere else, just be careful of using Shueisha or Shonen Jump content or any of their IPs, because, there is that going on, so keep yourself safe. Next, Okadama Airport. Many of you probably don't know where that airport is, what that airport is, but you probably will soon, because it is getting a familiar, or allegedly there is talks to give it a very familiar name. Hatsune Miku. An airport in Japan called Okadama Airport is looking to differentiate itself from the very popular nearby Chitose Airport by changing its name to something fans will recognize. One of the things in the running, believe it or not, I kid you not, is Hatsune Miku Airport. Yeah, kid you not, people. Hatsune Miku Airport. That could become a reality very soon, and if it does, next time I go to Japan, when I'm able to, please let that be soon. I'll definitely check that out. Last week I told you how Demon Slayer is just absolutely dominating. Surprisingly, we actually have somebody taking the crown. And that is none other than the Gintama movie, the final, which funny enough actually put up promotional photos kind of with the Demon Slayer style. It's as if they knew that they were going to take the top spot, but they actually dethroned Demon Slayer after, you know, a 12-week run of being #1 at the box office. So congratulations to Gintama. Great series, funny series. I haven't watched all of it, I've watched some of it, but yeah, definitely interested in seeing that once it comes to the West. So congratulations to Gintama for finally decrowning Kimetsu no Yaiba, Mugen Train in Japan at the box office. We'll see how long that lasts. We'll see if Gintama goes on a run itself, but it's great that, you know, these anime films are doing so well. Especially in Japan, I hope that that success can be translated to the West as well. 7 Deadly Sins. Now, I know a lot of people lost a little bit of interest with Season 3 due to some animation that a lot of people didn't like. I am not, you know, a very huge snob on animation, but I can admit definitely there was a little bit of a reduction of quality, in my opinion, based on what we've gotten for 7 Deadly Sins in the past. I have amazing news, and I'm actually really pumped because I really do love the Natsu no Taizai 7 Deadly Sins series. We are getting Season 4 with a brand new studio. Studio Dean is dropping the first episode today. We are getting Season 4, Episode 1 of Natsu no Taizai 7 Deadly Sins today, animated by Studio Dean, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So if you're a 7 Deadly Sins fan and you basically, you know, lost a little bit of interest because of the last season, give it another chance. Check it out. Season 4, animated by a brand new studio. The promotional photos look splendid, fantastic, saucy, whatever other words I can use. It looks great. So go ahead and check that out if you have some time today or whenever you have time. Speaking of things returning this week, what an amazing week for things returning. Dr. Stone was a sleeper last year. I learned about Dr. Stone while I was at Anime Expo, I guess it's 2 years ago now, when it first came out, and I watched it and I was like really impressed. I didn't think that I would be somebody that really enjoyed, you know, an anime like Dr. Stone, very much based in science, but Dr. Stone is really a hidden gem for a lot of people, and if you haven't checked out Dr. Stone, you should. Speaking of that, Season 2 coming out tomorrow. Season 2, Episode 1 is coming out, and just so you know, the animation is crisp and fantastic. I know we're speaking a lot about animation. 2021 is bringing us a lot of great quality things. It seems that every studio is just on their A game. I think that, you know, a lot of studios noticed the success that Ufotable kind of got with the beautiful animation that they produced for the Demon Slayer series, and I think that they realized that that is key for series today. Fans are not going to accept anything else than beautiful, breathtaking animation. And that's exactly what we're going to get in the second season from TMS Entertainment, which, by the way, TMS Entertainment actually was the animation studio behind the Akira movie, which was really, really great animation for its time. So, you know, just a little tidbit there in case you have any quizzes or you're on Jeopardy, Anime Jeopardy at any point when we have cons again. So, we talked about today, 7 Deadly Sins. We talked about tomorrow, Dr. Stone. And on Saturday, we are getting Jujutsu no Kaisen. We have got excellent episodes up to this point, and they are kind of doing a part 2 in a sense, or considering the run as of this Saturday as the part 2 based on what's actually happening in the series. If you haven't checked out Jujutsu Kaisen yet, please check it out. It's probably going to be a contender for Anime of the Year, most definitely. You need to check that out, and part 2 is beginning on Saturday, and we've got some promotional images of that. And it's looking to be something great. Speaking of sales, they are also celebrating 20 million volume sales as of today, which is great. A lot of manga seem to be going way, way, way up in terms of sales, which is absolutely great news. So it's great for anime and manga and the culture in general. So absolutely congratulations there to Jujutsu Kaisen and its staff. You deserve it. The last thing I want to talk about. The Crunchyroll Awards. All of us have been inside, unfortunately forced to kind of just return to our hikikomori states. Not able to see people, and, you know, it's tough. But at least we had anime. We had a lot of great series in 2020, and, you know, that's one thing we could definitely be thankful for. I speak none other than the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. Voting actually starts on Saturday as well, January 15th. And I'm looking forward to seeing, you know, a lot of Jujutsu Kaisen, maybe some Dr. Stone, and a lot of other things. I'm very interested to see what, you know, other anime fans, other otaku have picked as, their favorite running anime for 2020. So you could go ahead and, drop your votes starting Saturday on Crunchyroll's website for, your favorite series, and let's go ahead and have like a great year. I'm very interested to see who wins and, who's even nominated. So I think the nominations will come out on Saturday, as I don't think I've seen anything about them yet. But yeah, it's going to be a good time. So go ahead and drop your opinion on Crunchyroll as of Saturday, so we can figure out who is going to have the crown for 2020. My vote's on Jujutsu Kaisen, and should be on One Piece, because One Piece has had crazy animation. The Wano arc's animation has been absolutely phenomenal. So that about covers all the news for today. I know it's a few more stories than last week, but it's always great when you have a lot of things to report on. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give me a like. If you have any comments, who do you think is going to win Anime of the Year? What are some series you'd like to see nominated for stuff at the Crunchyroll Awards? Please let me know. If there's anything else you'd like to see me talk about, or any feedback you have for me for this new channel, please drop it down in the comments. And of course, if you'd like to support and join me, I would appreciate if you gave me a subscribe or a share, because we're trying to grow. So once again, everybody stay safe. Thank you if you made it to the end of the video. I appreciate you. Have a nice